bus drivers. We'll have that story too. Good morning, everyone. I'm Craig Colson. Our Pet of the Week segment is also coming up. We hope you'll join us for that a little bit later on. But first, we're going to kick things off with a check of that forecast. Looking like a beautiful day ahead today. Lots of sunshine out there and temperatures up into the 70s. Not bad at all. Here's Devin Biggs with a full look at our forecast.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. So we have an area of high pressure that will be approaching today, which will give us a lot of sunshine. That's after some rain that we saw yesterday. So as we zoom things out, high pressure will be approaching today. And then we have this system right here that will be approaching, and that will give us some showers and thunderstorms as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. So futurecast for today. We have a nice day, which will be filled with a lot of sunshine. Clouds start to approach later on tonight, so we'll call it increasing clouds, and those clouds will continue to build in tomorrow, which will give us showers and some thunderstorms. So for today, a pretty simple forecast. We have upper 70s on the way, not too bad, with a mostly sunny sky and that south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, we have increasing clouds with lows not too bad in the low 50s, and that south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we have scattered showers and some thunderstorms with highs in the low 70s and a south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. The hourly forecast for the morning and afternoon period, pretty simple. Lots of sunshine, temperatures warming into the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig?
Thank you, Devin. We'll see you later on. And Oakland man drowned on Wednesday while trying to retrieve a boat in Belgrade. Game officials say it happened around 2:30 on Ellis Pond. Officials say 66-year-old Robert Gary had launched a 12-foot aluminum boat from a boat launch on Spalding Point when it began to drift away from shore into the lake. Gary swam after the boat, but a witness says he suddenly went under and never resurfaced. Local first responders found him about 30 to 40 yards from shore, but Gary could not be revived with CPR. The medical examiner's office will determine an exact cause of death, and the case remains under investigation. Meanwhile, it's also a sad ending in the search for a missing woman from Plymouth. The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office says the body of Pauline Berardi has been located. Berardi was last seen leaving her home on August 15th in a black sedan and was reported missing on Friday. Police say she doesn't drive herself, and it's not known who was operating the vehicle at the time. Her body was found Tuesday in the woods near Williams Road in Newport. Police say there's no threat to the public, but there is an active investigation into her death. This morning, a community is in mourning as family and friends honor the victims of the Catholic school shooting in Minneapolis. Now we're learning new details about the 2 children who lost their lives and the 17 others who were injured. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the latest.
This morning, a community grieving after a shooter opened fire at a Minneapolis Catholic school church, killing 2 children and injuring 17 others. Overnight, vigils across Minneapolis honoring the 8-year-old and 10-year-old children who were shot and killed. Police say they were sitting in pews for morning prayer when a gunman opened fire through the church windows of Annunciation Catholic School.
I was just at church, and I heard something like really loud, like I thought it was fireworks in the church, and then I saw the shooting, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared.
10-year-old Weston says he hid in the pews and his friend dove on top of him during the gunfire, likely saving his life.
My friend got hit in the back.
Did he go to the hospital?
Yeah, he went to the hospital.
What went through your mind when you saw that?
I was super scared for him. My mom was waiting outside of the church when it happened. I was super happy because, like, I was scared that I wasn't gonna see her because I didn't know what was happening, really. I was just in shock.
Among the 17 people injured, a majority of them were children as young as 6 years old, according to police. The mayor of Minneapolis thanked teachers and staff for their heroic actions during the shooting, but also demanded action.
While thoughts and prayers are great, they are not adequate. These children were literally praying at this moment.
The Minneapolis police chief saying the shooter, identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman, was reportedly armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. And officials say the suspect used them all. All 3 weapons were purchased legally and recently, according to police. The police chief says all of the injured children are expected to survive. The FBI is now investigating the shooting as an act of domestic terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
The White House and Governor Mills have ordered flags to be lowered to half-staff out of respect for the victims of the Minnesota shooting. The president calling it a senseless act of violence, calling on all flags at the White House, public buildings, and on the grounds of military posts to be lowered. Governor Janet Mills followed suit, expressing sorrow for the victims, calling it a dark day, and extending the state's love and support to those directly affected. Flags have been ordered to be lowered until sunset on August 31st. In Maine, school resource officers are making safety a top priority here, including in Ellsworth. Corporal Sean Merchant says an officer is usually stationed at the high school there and can also reach the elementary and middle schools within seconds. While there has never been an incident, students in every grade practice lockdown drills throughout the year.
The schools are locked down anyways. All the doors and windows are locked from the inside so that no outside people can come in. People from inside can come out, but we don't let anybody in that doesn't have the right verification, and they're not supposed to be there. So,
Merchant says they take every incident very seriously. Northern Light health insurance provider Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield has agreed to seek mediation in their ongoing contract dispute. Our Doug Banks has the latest.
Certainly encouraged. I think it's progress.
Healthcare organization Northern Light Health and health insurance provider Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield have agreed to work out their contract dispute through mediation. According to Maine's Anthem president, they sent a mediation request on Friday, August 22nd to Northern Light Health. On Tuesday, Northern Light Health agreed. Its executive VP and CFO stating in part, quote, "It is the right thing to do."
I think it sends a message that they are interested in finding some compromise and finalizing this contract so we can move forward.
While both sides have yet to reach an agreement, each of their proposals to date entail a rise in rates. According to Northern Light Health, they rejected Anthem's offer to increase the rates of all their patients, not just Anthem's. McDonough says Northern Light Health proposed an approximate 30% price increase over the next 3 years.
And that is just something that our customers cannot bear.
According to McDonough, around 30,000 people have used Northern Light Health's services through Anthem over the past 12 months. Contributing factors for the need to raise rates, McDonough says, comes from the cost of services and inflation.
Healthcare costs are absorbed by clients and by members. So we are working on behalf of our clients and our members to try to keep healthcare affordable, and a 30% increase on top of what we already know is already unaffordable is just something that is not sustainable.
Effective October 1st, Northern Light Health says they'll be out of network with Anthem for physicians and ancillary services. McDonough says Anthem and Northern Light Health will hopefully meet with a mediator before then.
We have both agreed on who that person could be, and so we're reaching out to that individual, and if that individual is unavailable, we will quickly seek to find someone else.
Doug Banks reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Department of Health and Human Services says it's monitoring the situation after the company that provides transportation for Medicaid patients in Maine filed for bankruptcy. Care, formerly known as Logisticare, was awarded a 10-year, $750 million contract for statewide non-emergency transportation over local nonprofits that had been providing those services in several counties. Senator Mike Tipping of Orono is calling for a re-examination of the state's decision to rely on that single company. Maine DHHS spokesperson Lindsay Hames sent us a response that says, quote, "At this time, Care has assured Maine DHHS that transportation will continue as normal and that transporters, vendors, and employees will be paid in a timely manner. We remain in regular communication with Care, holding the company accountable to its contractual obligations." The Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention has decided to discontinue contracts for services provided by the City of Bangor's public health nurses. That will now be taken on by the state's own public health staff. Bangor public health staff say this decision could do more harm than good. Grace Blanchard with more.
Bangor public health officials are concerned about the future of the city's public nursing services as changes are coming from the state.
We have received funding to do this work from Maine Department of Health and Human Services for decades.
During a recent city workshop, it was revealed the Maine CDC has plans to stop funding Bangor's maternal and child health nursing services and instead start providing those services using state public health nurses.
But to expect Maine CDC to be able to step into an infrastructure that we built for decades, I am concerned.
In a letter sent to the city by the Maine CDC, they noted this decision comes as they have increased internal capacity to deliver these services with their own staff.
We have worked with state public health nursing. We know that they are competent and skilled individuals, but it's hard to not have some disruption in a service that's been built over 30 years.
Bangor's public health nurses conduct free home visits, a service that is critical for some of the area's most vulnerable.
We're spending more time than ever on doing visits, doing more visits, and just trying to help families that are either unstably housed or unhoused.
Services are not expected to be disrupted when the current contract expires September 30th. A spokesperson for the Maine CDC says they have not stopped contracting with the city to employ public health nurses entirely, but rather stopped funding for the city's nurses to perform certain duties and are offering alternative funding.
We're committed to serving the community and this population in some way or another in the future, and we hope to make a difference in the community still.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Despite the election for governor being more than a year away, Angus King III is wasting no time hitting the campaign trail. The son of one of Maine's current U.S. senators, he spent the week traveling across down East Maine, meeting with local business owners about the changes they want to see. King says no matter the business, he's hearing a common theme that the cost of living is too high and residents are struggling to meet their basic needs.
Those common challenges that we all face are true all across Maine, and that's why I'm running for governor, is to really be the governor of the entire state. And I think if we focus on the common challenges we all have, we can make a real difference.
Democratic primary is scheduled for June of next year, with the general election in November of 2026. And the time now is 8:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a semi-pro soccer team is trying to move ahead with the season after one of its key players was detained by ICE officials. We'll have the story coming up. But first, another check of that forecast. A beautiful day ahead today, mostly sunny skies with highs near 77 degrees. We'll see increasing clouds tonight with lows dropping down to the low 50s. Tomorrow, scattered rain and thunderstorms for your Friday, highs around 72. We'll be right back.
Fires, floods, burst pipes. Disasters happen, but the mess they leave behind doesn't have to last. For 40 years, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration has been there to help Mainers get back to the closest to normal as they can. When your property is at its worst, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is at their best, and they have been for 4 decades. Put your trust in the Bouchard team. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
Need a driveway paved or an entire road surfaced? Give Eaton Paving and Excavation a call. Eaton Paving offers a full line of excavation packages, from new home projects to new and replacement septics and driveways. We also install new shoreland and do shoreland repairs. Our operators have more than 75 years combined experience, and we have been delivering quality, professional service for nearly 3 decades. We strive to exceed your expectations. Give us a call today at 207-348-5630 or visit us at eatonpaving.com.
Carpets looking tired, stained, or just plain dirty? It's time to call the pros. At C&R Carpet Cleaning, we use deep steam technology to remove dirt, odors, pet hair, and allergens fast. Fresh, clean carpets, healthier home. That's the C&R promise. Visit our Facebook page for a free estimate or call us today, 631-7380. Step into clean with C&R Carpet Cleaning.
Feels like coming home.
I'm ready, and I'm on time.
Our show, it's a place to share your stories, to laugh, to get weird.
Don't move.
You know that feeling when you find your people and everything just clicks? Come join us.
We saved you a seat.
Drew returns September 8th.
On Fox 20.
Welcome back, everyone. Malunda Destino is from Angola and is a starting player for Maine's semi-pro soccer team, competing in the United Premier League. He came to our country seeking asylum, but was recently detained by immigration officials. Max Williams spoke with the head coach about how Destino's absence is affecting the team and those who look up to him.
And we just want him back.
Coach Manuel Vemba says Destino's detainment by ICE is now sending ripple effects through the Lewiston soccer community.
I was surprised, I was sad, because I know he's not the kind of guy that is in trouble.
Destino has played soccer his whole life and has been a starter for the Legends. But his coach says Malunda's skills extend beyond the field.
He's an asset to our club. He's always making us laugh. He's always willing to cheer us up.
The coach says Malunda was dropping his pregnant wife off at work last Wednesday. He then stopped at a gas station in Scarborough. That's when the coach says Malunda's wife got the call. Her husband was being detained.
It's a sad situation. She was crying all day. Even this morning when I called her, she's still crying.
This soccer field here in Lewiston is where Destino grew into a star player. And it was also where younger athletes could find someone to look up to.
I sat down and I thought about it because Destino wouldn't get in really much trouble. I just want him to stay strong.
Coach Vemba says while filling Destino's position won't be easy, they now have a new challenge on their hands.
Everybody's worried. Now most of the players, they don't even want to come to practice because they fear they might get targeted.
The team set up a GoFundMe page to help pay for Malunda's legal fees and to support his wife. CBS 13 reached out to an ICE spokesperson to find out exactly why Malunda was detained, but we have yet to hear back. The ICE detainee website shows Malunda is being held at a correctional facility in Massachusetts.
And that was Max Williams reporting. Meanwhile, hundreds of University of Maine students had their email addresses accidentally shared through an introductory email that was sent out by the new director of the Office of Student Accessibility. According to the University of Maine, an email was sent to a group that included students and members of the university community, and the students' addresses were in the CC field rather than the BCC field, exposing their addresses to everyone included in that email. A statement sent out by the University of Maine says, in part, quote, while students' university-issued email addresses are generally considered public directory information, sharing them widely is not our standard practice, and we deeply regret this error. Maine voters can now request their absentee ballots for November. They can do so online through the State of Maine website. They will be sent out once they are ready in October. Voters should be aware that their voter registration must match their current address when requesting an absentee ballot online. You can also go online to register to vote for the first time. You can update your voter information or change your party status. The creator of the TV show Law & Order is helping Mount Desert Island Hospital. Dick Wolf is giving them $10 million for their Building Our Future campaign. A statement says the funding will accelerate the construction of a new state-of-the-art emergency department, upgrade surgical suites, and also create a welcoming new Main Street entrance. The statement says it's the largest contribution from an individual in the hospital's history. Wolf says, quote, MDI Hospital is a cornerstone of the community. I'm proud to help ensure that the people of Mount Desert Island and beyond have access to the best possible care now and for future generations. What a wonderful thing to do. All right, the time now is 8:19. Coming up after the break, we'll see how schools around the state are experiencing a shortage of bus drivers as the school year is getting underway. Plus, we'll have the details about a series of security scares happening on college campuses around the nation. Those stories and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Deals so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Santa Fe for 0% APR for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days, or lease for only $329 a month. See your local Bangor Hyundai dealer.
Protect your vehicle from rusting away with Bell's Automotive Protection. We are the leader in mobile undercoating and rust proofing in Maine. We'll travel right to your driveway using the best and safest products on the market. This is much safer than rubberized coatings that can cause damage later on. We spray all types of vehicles, including commercial fleets. We all know vehicles aren't cheap anymore. Don't let the harsh winter chemicals eat them away. Call us or visit our page for a free quote. 207-659-3805.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. It features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Come one, come all. Penobscot County's oldest furniture store is having a spectacular liquidation event. You heard right, it hasn't happened in years, but things are piling up and it's time to move them out. Dorsey's annual tent sale is back. The discounts are huge and the selection is amazing. You'll save at least 50% under the tent with deals on recliners, sofas, bar stools, occasional tables, bedroom furniture, dining room sets, mattresses, and more. Hurry in. Furniture at these prices won't last long.
You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's how I paid for it.
Do you know what you want?
Yeah, I think I do.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Now for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $169 a month. See your local Bangor Hyundai dealer. Hurry in.
With the return of school, ensuring kids get there safely is key. But for many, schools getting drivers behind the wheel has been a big challenge this year. Our Janessa Bishop has more.
Schools statewide are facing a shortage of bus drivers for this new school year. The Sear bus lines in both Old Town and Hamden host school bus driver training. For most, the training takes about 8 weeks, according to management, and people successfully get their Class B license and endorsements. But this year, the company isn't seeing as many applications.
We have all of the runs that we have now covered. We're a little short from where we've been in years past, so we've taken out some runs and combined some to make things work.
The Old Town District for bus drivers serves many different schools and communities, including the Brewer school systems. Here in the town of VZ as well, and here at the Orono and Old Town school districts, including many more, like Bar Harbor, Trenton, and Bradley.
All of them need at least 1 or 2, maybe some need 3 to 4.
Ireland tells us that safety is their #1 priority, which makes it even more important to find good drivers.
I think people will look at it and think, oh, well, they're just driving the kids to school, right? But it's not really just that. It's more like you're also kind of like the teacher that they have in the morning and the afternoon. You greet them in the morning, you take them home. But your classroom just happens to be going 45 miles an hour down the road.
With the correct training, Van Aken says anyone can drive a bus and it could turn into a long-lasting career. In Hamden, Janessa Bishop, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Good opportunity for people looking for a new job. All right, the time now is 8:23. Let's get a full look at that weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Let's start here at the wave heights. Not looking too bad at around 2 to 3 feet. We have no advisories in effect at this moment in time. Meanwhile, the radar and satellite, pretty quiet, at least in our neck of the woods. We have high pressure that will be building in today, and that will keep our weather very nice under a mostly sunny sky. So let's zoom things out. We have this system right here that will be building in as we head towards tomorrow, and that will give us opportunities for showers and, yes, even some thunderstorms. So futurecasts for today, pretty simple. This will give us a mostly sunny sky, which will definitely be a nice day to get outside. Clouds will start to build in late, so we'll call it increasing clouds. Then as we head towards tomorrow, that will start to show us some scattered showers and storms by around midday into parts of the afternoon. And that will continue through parts of Friday night into parts of Saturday morning. And we could definitely use the precipitation. The drought monitor, this one shows from last Thursday, which shows abnormally dry conditions to the north, moderate to severe drought to the south. We'll see a new drought monitor released later on today, so we'll see how the updated drought monitor shows when it does come out. Gusty winds, not much of an issue moving forward today. Some gusty winds along the coast up to around 20 miles per hour. It may push to the north, maybe a few gusts later on on tonight. More widespread gusty winds up to 20 to 25 miles per hour as we head towards your Friday. Our average high temperature is at 78 degrees. We'll do upper 70s today, so close to average. Cooling off a bit Friday, Saturday, and a little bit into Sunday, and the lower to middle 70s, and then consistently in the upper 70s Monday, Tuesday, and also into your Wednesday. So for today, we have upper 70s under a mostly sunny sky, and that south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We have increasing clouds tonight with lows in the low 50s and that south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms with highs in the low 70s and that south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast. More showers and storms for your Saturday with highs in the low 70s. Sunday under a partly cloudy sky with highs in the mid 70s. Labor Day partly cloudy with highs in the upper 70s.
If you've been injured in an accident, get Maine's most recognized personal injury law firm working for you today. The law offices of Joe Bornstein, fighting and winning for injured Mainers for over 50 years. Selected best lawyers in America for personal injury. Recognized for professional excellence, with more than $750 million collected for injured Mainers and over 25,000 victories for Maine families. Call Joe for a free case evaluation. Accidents happen to be our specialty.
Hi, Mom. I can't wait for you to hear well again, so I won't have to scream to tell you that I love you.
Now tell me if you can hear this. Hi, Mom.
It's not just your hearing. For us, it's your life. That's why we created the Miracle Ear Way, offering unlimited care, including risk-free trials and free servicing to keep you connected with your loved ones at all times. Book a free test. Call 1-800-633-0088.
At China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, we're serving up your Chinese favorites. Our food is delicious, our staff is friendly, and our service is fast. Open Tuesday through Sunday, call ahead, order online, or just stop by. Enjoy our indoor dining for the full experience, or get takeout that the whole family will enjoy. We'll make sure your cravings are satisfied. China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, where tradition meets flavor.
Pound the Pavement, Sunday, October 12th at the Sea Dog on the Bangor waterfront. Kids' Mad Dash of Color is back too. Register now at purpleirisfoundation.com. Sign up by September 1st and get a free t-shirt. Goodie bags for the first 200 people to register with gift cards randomly hidden inside. Start a fundraiser, win prizes. Cancer survivors sign up for free. Proceeds to support those battling cancer in Maine. Pound the Pavement, sponsored by the Sea Dog, the Maine Tavern, Somac America, Ice Pick Vodka, ABC 7, and Fox 22.
There are new details this morning about who's behind a series of security scares on college campuses nationwide. Here's ABC's Ika Jochi.
This morning, as police in Minneapolis investigate the nation's most recent school shooting, college campuses across the country are grappling with active shooter hoaxes.
We were eating, and me and him went to go throw out our garbage, and we saw the active shooter alert, so everybody started running off.
In recent days, police flooding the University of South Carolina, the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and Villanova.
We didn't hear anything, didn't see anything. An officer came in with his pistol drawn, asked us if we heard any gunshots. We said no. He said, pack everything up that you have, get out of the building.
A swatting group called Purgatory is believed to be behind those hoax calls and nearly a dozen others, resulting in lockdowns and, in some cases, panic.
Purgatory is a group of young people that are located in various countries. They come together online and they operate as an organized cell, engaging in swatting for hire or swatting for their own purposes to include gaining notoriety. They want to gain notoriety so others will hire them for more swatting.
At least 10 hoax calls to universities were apparently made using Google Voice services. The calls even featured the sound of gunshots. The Purgatory Group is said to offer its followers a menu of services, charging as little as $20 for each hoax threat.
In some cases, those engaging in swatting are young. They are teenagers. I've seen cases where they've been in high school. They will sometimes get paid to swat, often not for a lot of money, but they really do it for the notoriety. They do it for the thrill.
Ika Jochi, ABC News, New York.
Meanwhile, a Russian drone and missile attack on Ukraine's capital kills at least 8 people, including children. According to the head of Kyiv's city administration, Russia launched decoy drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles early Thursday morning. Authorities say they expect the number of people killed and injured will rise as rescue teams sift through the rubble. At least 20 locations across 7 districts of Kyiv were hit. Nearly 100 buildings sustained some damage. This was the first major Russian combined attack on the capital in weeks since the Trump administration led efforts to end the ongoing war. Florida's notorious alligator Alcatraz will soon be empty. The controversial state-run immigration detention center located in Florida Everglades will reportedly be empty in the coming days. This comes as the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, is fighting a federal judge's order to close the facility down by late October. DeSantis, speaking Wednesday, says right now the number of illegal migrants at the center is decreasing quickly thanks to the work of DHS.
The deportations are continuing. DHS is taking people out of there, and they're moving them out.
The facility, which was constructed in June, at one time is said to have held nearly 1,000 detainees. Changes may be coming down the pike ahead of this fall's COVID-19 season, with the Food and Drug Administration approving new COVID-19 vaccines for some, but not for all. It's triggered a response from officials at the American Academy of Pediatrics, calling the agency's decision, quote, deeply troubling. Fox News' Chris DeMeo has more.
The Food and Drug Administration on Wednesday approved updated COVID-19 vaccines, but only for some people, with officials giving the green light to new shots from Moderna, Novavax, and Pfizer for all seniors.
Specifically for use in individuals over the age of 65 or individuals under the age of 65 who have at least one pre-existing condition.
But the federal agency is limiting approval for younger adults and children to those with at least one underlying health condition, which could put them at high risk for developing severe COVID.
What this essentially does is it takes that vaccine off the plate for use in other populations.
Meanwhile, the FDA is also ending the emergency authorization for Pfizer's vaccine in children under the age of 5, but the agency has approved use of Moderna shots in kids as young as 6 months. Still, Moderna's Spikevax vaccine has only been approved for kids with at least one serious health issue.
The Pfizer vaccine and the Moderna vaccine are very similar in many ways.
On Wednesday, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. posted to X, writing in part, quote, "These vaccines are available for all patients who choose them after consulting with their doctors." But some critics argue
it puts additional hurdles in place for otherwise healthy individuals to get the vaccine. This makes things much more complicated, and when things get complicated, we see vaccine uptake go down.
Following the FDA's approval, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Vaccine Advisory Panel must now meet to make its recommendations on who should be able to get the shots.
And that may be even more restrictive than what the FDA has said.
Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
And coming up on the second half of the newscast, Bon Jovi announces a new version of their 2024 album, Forever. And when we return, we'll see what else is new in Hollywood. We'll also meet our pet of the week as Good Morning Maine rolls along.
In a world that's chasing the next destination, Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn thinks you should choose adventure instead. Take advantage of incredible RV savings during their Roam Free RV savings event happening now. Huge discounts on 2025 holdovers, including campers, motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and more. Plus, even bigger savings on pre-owned RVs just waiting for you. Roam Free and choose the adventure of the RV lifestyle for less with Harvey RV and Marine. Just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
You provide it all. There's no challenge you can't take on because you've already taken on everything. You've gone above and beyond. It feels like you've brought them together. It feels like your home is taken care of. It feels like you're all at the top of your game with high-speed, reliable, no-stress Fidium fiber internet.
It feels like Fidium.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Thursday, August 28th, 2025, and it is also National Burger Day. Burgers, of course, are convenient, fast food, and they're delicious to eat. It's believed hamburgers, as we know them, first appeared in 1885 at the Erie County Fair in Hamburg, New York. That's how they get their name. Brothers Frank and Charles Menches were running a concession stand and started putting ground beef on their sandwiches after they ran out of pork sausage. We're encouraged today to celebrate the holiday by enjoying a juicy burger with our favorite toppings. I know I will certainly do my part. All right, time for history. It was on this day back in 1845, the first issue of Scientific American magazine was published. It remains the oldest continuously published magazine in the U.S. In 1862, the Second Battle of Bull Run began in Virginia during the Civil War. And in 1898, pharmacist Caleb Bradham of North Carolina changed the name of a carbonated drink that he created in a pharmacy from Brad's Drink to Pepsi Cola. That's right, Pepsi used to be called Brad's Drink. He used a combination of terms, dyspepsia and cola, to come up with the name and intended to market it as having digestive benefits. In 1957, South Carolina Senator Strom Thurmond began what was then the longest filibuster speech in U.S. Senate history, talking for 24 hours and 18 minutes to stall the Civil Rights Act of 1957. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech. The civil rights leader spoke to a crowd of 250,000 people who had all gathered outside the Lincoln Memorial in Washington. And in 1996, Britain's Prince Charles and Princess Diana formally divorced. All right, moving on to birthdays now. They include actor Jack Black, who is 56 today. Actor Daniel Stern, you'll probably remember him from Home Alone. He is 68 today. And singer Shania Twain is 60 years old today. Happy birthday to them and to you also if your birthday is today. We hope you have a great day. You'll certainly have great weather for it. Looks like a nice sunny day ahead. Here's Devin with the details.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. So we have an area of high pressure that will be approaching today, which will give us a lot of sunshine. That's after some rain that we saw yesterday. So as we zoom things out, high pressure will be approaching today. And then we have this system right here that will be approaching, and that will give us some showers and thunderstorms as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. So futurecast for today. We have a nice day, which will be filled with a lot of sunshine. Clouds start to approach later on tonight, so we'll call it increasing clouds, and those clouds will continue to build in tomorrow, which will give us showers and some thunderstorms. So for today, a pretty simple forecast. We have upper 70s on the way, not too bad, with a mostly sunny sky and that south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, we have increasing clouds with lows not too bad in the low 50s, and that south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we have scattered showers and some thunderstorms with highs in the low 70s and a south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. The hourly forecast for the morning and afternoon period, pretty simple. Lots of sunshine, temperatures warming into the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig?
Thank you, Devin. We'll see you later. Now for the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee.
Bon Jovi has announced a new version of their 2024 album, Forever. It's now set to come out this October. Bruce Springsteen, Jelly Roll, and Avril Lavigne are among the featured guest singers. This Friday, 2 songs off the album will debut as singles. Hollow Man, a collaboration with Bruce Springsteen, as well as a new original song called Red, White, and Jersey. 1982's The Dark Crystal is coming back to theaters to celebrate 70 years of the Jim Henson Company. The dark fantasy movie featured groundbreaking animatronics and puppetry. Look for it to hit screens October 12th and 13th. Ariana Grande is hinting that something, possibly a new tour, is coming in 2026. The singer posting on Instagram a cryptic video that reads, "See you next year, announcement loading." Brighter Days, Grande's 7th studio album, came out earlier this year. And a very happy birthday to the best-selling female artist in country music history. Shania Twain is 60 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News.
And when we come back, Jack Webb will have all the day's sports news. We'll also meet our pet of the week. Don't go away.
I got hurt by a big truck. Why did I call the twos? Because life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money, and I'll fight to get it for you. We got a client who broke multiple bones in a commercial vehicle accident, $700,000. Another client had a brain injury, and we got them $1.15 million.
If you get hurt by a big truck, call the 2.
We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck? Call the 2s. We win for you.
This Labor Day weekend, we're celebrating Bob's 200th store with the entire Bob's family across the country.
So stop in for the latest styles
And top-notch features.
at mind-blowing prices and free treats for the whole family in our cafe.
Oh, my Bob!
Summer is here and it's heating up. You could be cooling down with a Fujitsu heat pump from Valley Home Services. Don't let the name fool you. Heat pumps aren't just for winter. They keep your home cool and comfortable even on the hottest days. No more straining your back with heavy window units. Just reliable, energy-efficient cooling at the push of a button. So why wait? Embrace the comfort with Fujitsu heat pumps and Valley Home Services. Call or visit us online today.
When Blazing Trails located in Lincoln want to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Blazing Trails is Lincoln's #1 trusted dispensary, providing outstanding product and customer service to Eastern and Central Maine.
Foggy's Pub, your place for fun, food, and friends in Palmyra, Maine.
Auburn. My goodness! Baylor. Touchdown! Fox College Football Friday kicks off at 8 Eastern.
Welcome back in, folks. Thanks for staying with us. We'll start in Brewer as the Witches field hockey team is looking to carry over their momentum from last season. Last fall, Brewer made a run all the way to their first ever state championship appearance with an upset win many remember as they broke Skowhegan's 22-year Class A North championship streak, a historic win for the Witches, who will have 7 returning starters from that squad. And when I asked what they needed to do to get back to that state game, their answers were all about leaning on their team's bond to guide them again this fall.
I think the family environment and just showing up and giving your best at practice, because how you play in practice is going to improve your game skills, and just being there for everyone and cheering everyone up, even if they're having a rough day.
I think just everyone working hard. We have a really good dynamic this year. Like, everyone's friends. We're like family this year. It's really fun. So I think it's going to be good.
It's always a bittersweet feeling for the seniors, especially at the beginning of the year, but the Witches senior class is enjoying every second.
It's been actually really fun for me because when I was a freshman, like, a lot of the seniors helped me. So returning that to the freshmen has, like, made me happy.
It's like unreal. Like, it doesn't even feel like I'm a senior, and like the people that aren't even playing, that don't have that starting spot, the environment on the bench, like the screaming, the yelling and cheering you on, it's incredible. And then when you're playing and like you're teaching like the little ones how to play, it just feels like a surreal moment.
Yeah, that's so
like
cool.
A full circle moment.
I love that. Leaving it better than you found it. The New England Patriots continue to make roster moves on Wednesday after trimming the roster down to 53 on Tuesday. The Patriots released wide receivers Javon Baker and Kendrick Bourne late Wednesday morning after initially keeping 8 wideouts on Tuesday. Rumors leaked that Bourne had requested to be released just a day after similar rumors on Tuesday suggested that veteran safety Marcus Epps requested his release as well. When asked about it, Mike Vrabel gave a Mike Vrabel answer.
I guess when it doesn't work out, you break up with somebody, your girlfriend doesn't want to be with you, and then you say, well, I don't want to be with you either. I'm not going to get into all that.
So was that?
I just said I'm not going to get into it. It was just like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to go back and forth here. We're trying to build a roster. You got to move on from some guys.
Staying with the NFL now, 2 Black Bears have made their respective 53-man rosters. Former Maine receiver and now Minnesota Vikings running back Xavier Scott has made the Vikes active roster following a strong showing in the preseason. Scott averaged almost 4.5 yards per carry in 3 preseason games. Then no surprise to anyone, 2-time All-Pro Pat Ricard has made the Ravens active roster in his 9th season with the Flock. Congrats to those 2 Black Bears. The Red Sox took on the Orioles in Game 3 of a 4-game series on Wednesday night. Beautiful night at Camden Yards for the Roman Empire to strike. He's going to smash another leadoff home run to give the Sox an early 1-0 lead. The rookie is absolutely on fire. He's making a push for Rookie of the Year. We're going to go all the way to the 7th inning now. Dylan Carlson, he's going to hit a deep fly ball, but some miscommunication in left field between Rafaela and Duran is going to allow this one to drop. And just like that, the O's have taken the lead. But in the top of the 9th, Rafaela would make up for it and then some. He launches a 2-run shot to give the Sox the lead late in the game. Everybody's fired up. Look at Crochet here getting fired up in the dugout. This is a Sox team that's hungry to make a playoff push. Then right now with Aroldis Chapman on the bump, no one has a chance. He strikes out the final batter of the game. He's now retired 41 hitters in a row without giving up a hit as the Red Sox win 3-2. This Sunday, Pine Hill Golf Course will play host to the MDA Open. The tournament will benefit the Muscular Dystrophy Association. The tournament is open to the public and to all ages and skill levels. Here's more on the tournament's backstory.
It's named in honor of our friend Adam McDonald, who passed away in 2021 of Duchenne muscular dystrophy. He and his mother, Cheryl, lived up in Presque Isle, and they would make the trek down several times a year to help out with our Fill the Boot events. And when he died, we promised his mom that his legacy of fighting Duchenne and fighting neuromuscular disease wasn't going to be over, and that we were going to continue this in his honor.
That is incredible. For more information, you can visit our website. For now, that's all the time we have for sports. Right back after the break.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your chance to give back. And your safety check.
Whoa.
All at an incredible value. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox.
Current qualified lessees can get this 2026 Equinox for around $319 a month.
Visit your Maine Chevy dealers.
Protect your vehicle from rusting away with Bell's Automotive Protection. We are the leader in mobile undercoating and rust-proofing in Maine. We'll travel right to your driveway using the best and safest products on the market. This is much safer than rubberized coatings that can cause damage later on. We spray all types of vehicles, including commercial fleets. We all know vehicles aren't cheap anymore. Don't let the harsh winter chemicals eat them away. Call us or visit our page for a free quote. 207-659-3805.
Americans elected Republicans on the promise of lower costs and more choices. President Trump is already making America more affordable. Now, Congress has to do its part by extending the tax credits working families use to afford their health care. If they don't, premiums will double, families will lose coverage, and Republicans will lose in 2026. Senator Collins, keep your promise. Protect our health care, our GOP majorities, and our premium tax credits.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a great place to work. The team here provided me with all the opportunities and experience necessary to grow within the company, all while working around my busy college schedule. They provided all the necessary licensing and training. It truly was the job that kickstarted my career.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a licensed agency with personal support specialists.
Let our compassionate, reliable, considerate caregivers make your life a little easier by providing assistance for you or your loved one.
Autumn of Life Home Care. We focus on you.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's time for our Pet of the Week segment, and this week it is brought to you by Women First Machias, a sponsor for our weekly Pet of the Week segment. We thank them for sponsoring us. We think this is important work because we're trying to find homes for a lot of animals here in the area. Our friend Gabby from the Bangor Humane Society joining us once again. Good morning, Gabby.
Good morning.
And who do you have with us today? The very happy little kitty.
Very happy. This is Tigger. Tigger is a 13-year-old cat who has been with us for quite some time. He is diabetic, so he requires daily, he actually takes an oral diabetic medication, which is really awesome. But he does require that daily medication. He's had some teeth removed and is declawed, but he is happy as can be.
Boy, he's
cannot stop moving.
older kitty, but he doesn't seem like it. He's been on the go since he's been here.
He's active, and he is showing no signs of slowing down. He is just a crazy man, but he's really awesome. He's such a sweet guy.
Look at that pretty face there, too. He wants to go hunt around and look
Everywhere.
around and see what's going on here. It's kind of weird when they come to a TV studio with all the lights and things. It must be a little freaky for them,
Definitely.
too. So, as far as care goes, you say it's an oral vaccine. Is that like an eye dropper kind of situation? And
it's just a pill. He takes one pill a day.
Yeah.
It's very easy. He eats it right in a pill pocket. He doesn't really ever fight it down at the shelter. He was in a foster home very briefly, just so we could monitor as we started him on this medication.
Right.
And she said that he was kind of picky about eating it, so it might take some time in the home to get used to, but he is happy as can be to eat it right here in the shelter. He's really
he wants to
sweet
go.
cat. He is looking to be the only animal in the home, though, so no other cats, no dogs for him. Kids might be a great idea. Chase him around. He's very active, very social, and very loving. So
maybe great for maybe a local senior who just needs some companionship, too.
Absolutely. He has a lot of energy, but in the foster home, he did settle down and snuggle in everybody's laps all the time. So he's definitely a really awesome cat.
It's a strange environment. He's awful happy. His motor has not stopped running since he's been in here, too. So, anything else new over at the Humane Society? I know you're getting ready for some various events and things.
Yeah, we're getting ready for Paws on Parade.
Right.
We have that on October 4th. All of the information for that is right on our website and on our Facebook page. That's our next big event. We don't have anything really crazy going on between here and then, but something really exciting to look forward to for everybody.
You can always use volunteers. If anybody hasn't heard of Paws on Parade, what is it?
It's basically one big giant dog walk. This year, we've previously hosted it at Husson University. This year, we're moving back to the waterfront. We're expecting a lot of vendors. Some food trucks are going to be there, and a lot of dogs.
And people try to raise money to help support the Humane Society.
Yes, absolutely. That's our goal this year is, I believe, $115,000. We're really excited. We're almost at our goal, but we'd love to hit that before Paws on Parade. And of course, if we hit it right there, that would be awesome as well.
This is something that everybody can get involved in, and you can, and your pet can get involved too. They can join you there for Paws on Parade. Well, we thank you for coming in today, and hopefully this little critter gets a brand new home pretty soon. I'm going to let you go because I think he wants to just go.
He wants to go.
Yeah, he wants to go on the prowl around here. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now we're going to send it back over to Devin Biggs for a final look at that weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Let's start here at the wave heights. Not looking too bad at around 2 to 3 feet. We have no advisories in effect at this moment in time. Meanwhile, the radar and satellite, pretty quiet, at least in our neck of the woods. We have high pressure that will be building in today, and that will keep our weather very nice under a mostly sunny sky. So let's zoom things out. We have this system right here that will be building in as we head towards tomorrow, and that will give us opportunities for showers and, yes, even some thunderstorms. So futurecasts for today, pretty simple. This will give us a mostly sunny sky, which will definitely be a nice day to get outside. Clouds will start to build in late, so we'll call it increasing clouds. And then as we head towards tomorrow, that will start to show us some scattered showers and storms by around midday into parts of the afternoon. And that will continue through parts of Friday night into parts of Saturday morning. And we could definitely use the precipitation. The drought monitor, this one shows from last Thursday, which shows abnormally dry conditions to the north, moderate to severe drought to the south. We'll see a new drought monitor released later on today, so we'll see how the updated drought monitor shows when it does come out. Gusty winds, not much of an issue moving forward today. Some gusty winds along the coast up to around 20 miles per hour. It may push to the north, maybe a few gusts later on on tonight. More widespread gusty winds up to 20 to 25 miles per hour as we head towards your Friday. Our average high temperature is at 78 degrees. We'll do upper 70s today, so close to average. Cooling off a bit Friday, Saturday, and a little bit into Sunday, and the lower to middle 70s, and then consistently in the upper 70s Monday, Tuesday, and also into your Wednesday. So for today, we have upper 70s under a mostly sunny sky, and that south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We have increasing clouds tonight with lows in the low 50s and that south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms with highs in the low 70s and that south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast. More showers and storms for your Saturday with highs in the low 70s. Sunday under a partly cloudy sky with highs in the mid 70s. Labor Day partly cloudy with highs in the upper 70s.
Discover the all-new Quirk Subaru at 684 Hogan Road in Bangor. We're celebrating in a big way. Lease a Crosstrek for just $299 per month or take $4,000 off a new Outback. New building, new deals, same Subaru love. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Spring into action with Comfort Shoes and More. From expert fittings to custom orthotics, their trained Podorthix team will help you find the perfect fit. Whether you're walking, running, dressing up or down, shop top brands like Birkenstock, Keen, Teva, Taos, UFOs, Hoka, SAS, and more. Don't let foot pain slow you down. Take the drive to Newport for a sit and fit today. Comfort Shoes and More. You and your feet will be glad you did.
This is Alex Pillow, a conquistador of concrete from the start. Alex is so fast he does his taxes January 1st. He speed reads 2 novels before noon. He's Spanish, but he'll French kiss on the first date. Alex has traveled the world. Here are his favorite places: Portland, Detroit, Monterey, Portland again, and rent-free in 32 drivers' heads. This is the front of his car, but if you race him, you'll just see the back. This is 3-time IndyCar champ Alex Pillow. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Start your summer adventure at Quirk Hyundai of Bangor. Drive a 2025 Tucson SE with all-wheel drive and modern tech for just $339 a month. Or choose the Santa Fe or Palisade with 0% APR financing. It's your Hyundai. Find it at
It seems like old times. Restaurant chain Cracker Barrel is sticking with its old logo after hearing criticism in recent days, following its announcement of a rebrand. The original one showed a barrel being leaned on by a man with the words "Old Country Store" at the bottom. However, its intended rebrand included a simpler looking sign, which just included Cracker Barrel on top of a gold background. The news did not sit well with many Cracker Barrel fans. They were very angry and made their voices clear. The company was listening, and they've decided to go back to their original logo. The company writing Tuesday night on X, quote, "We thank our guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain." Apparently, they're going to stick with some of the changes within the store. All right, Guinness World Records is celebrating a major milestone. The British record listing platform will commemorate its 70th anniversary on Wednesday. The company has been publishing records since 1955. Guinness World Records now has annually published books, TV shows, museums, and more to keep track of new world records. Guinness World Records is famous for rewarding people for odd accomplishments and over-the-top inventions. Some records acknowledged range from the world's tallest humans to humans with the biggest noses to the world's longest abdominal plank as well. Love Guinness Records. And the St. Louis Zoo is celebrating the birth of 2 critically endangered Amur leopard cubs. Zoo officials say this is a huge contribution to the Amur leopard population. The leopard subspecies is one of the most endangered leopards in the world. There are only about 100 of them left in the wild. The two cubs were born on August 13th to second-time parents Dot and Samson. The 7-year-old parents, alongside their new cubs, are said to be doing well. The zoo says the cubs will remain out of public view for several months, staying in the den until the time that they would naturally emerge with their mother. The Amur leopard is named after the Amur River, which flows between eastern Russia and northern China, an area where their population is concentrated. Again, only about 100 of them left in the world. Now we've got a couple of more. Certainly great news. All right, that'll do it for now, folks. We thank you so much for joining us. Susan Farley will be here next on the anchor desk for ABC 7 News at noon. We hope you'll join her then. And for the rest of us here, we thank you for joining us and hope you have a wonderful day.